Hey guys, what's up? Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's already almost the middle of October, but I wanted to do a quick little video about my favorite things in September. So if you're curious about what my favorite things are for this month and what I paid for them and all that jazz, stay tuned. Alright guys, I hope your week is going amazing. We had our first snowfall here a couple days ago, just a little flurry, so no biggie there. And excuse my hair. One of the products I use, you'll see one of my September favorites is to tame all of this. I have really curly hair and I did not feel like doing anything with it today. But yeah, so let's get right into it. I did write notes because I want to make sure that I'm not screwing anything up. So number one, I want to talk about my favorite tea. I really like lots of teas, and after the last couple months I've really been getting into teas more. After I had surgery in August, when caffeine wasn't really an option, which that was always my go-to before, and tea was kind of a once in a while thing, but now I'm definitely more all about tea and I really like it. But I really like Tazo, and this is the sweet cinnamon spice tea. And I'm already probably halfway done. I really like the Tazo, I'm probably saying it wrong. I really like this brand. And this is a really neat little, listen to this description. Snappily dressed cinnamon sticks sport scarves of orange peel that wrapped infinitely around their slender forms. I would also like a slender form. Huddled by a crackling fire, they emanate a sweet incense as the sky falls with twinkles of spicy star anise. That's kind of a tongue twister. I'm pretty impressed with myself that I was able to say it out loud. So, I really like it. I think they're really fun. Just a cute little, nothing too fancy or anything like that. I'll stew it, brew it, and I put a couple Splenda in there, and it's kind of taking the place of the coffee that I used to have before, and this is caffeine free. It is caffeine free. If I ever decide I want to put caffeine back into my diet though, I like the way that they describe how their caffeine is done, because they have like 1 circle, 2 circles up through like 5, and it's tiny little bits of it in there. But versus a cup of coffee, and what the highest caffeine level in one of their teas is way different. So that's really good. Number 2 is going to be my favorite drinks. I get 64 ounces of water a day. And I really am jonesing for, and I do use water flavorers, and I use 2 right now. I'm really obsessed with our Crystal Light. Both of them are delicious. This one is the fruit punch, Crystal Light fruit punch, so good. 5 calories per packet, so I don't care about that. I think that's easy peasy. And wild strawberry, and I just realized I bought the wrong one. It's with caffeine. I will not be drinking this one now that I'm looking at it, but I always buy the wild strawberry without caffeine, so that was a little oopsie on my part, but that's okay. I will give this to my husband. He can drink it. So they're both really good. I put 2 or 3 of these in 64 ounces of water at the beginning of the day. Good to go for the whole day. And I got those for $2.49 at Walmart or at Target a piece. And the tea was $4.29. So, but you get, oh my gosh, does it say how many you get? You get a bunch, probably like 20, somewhere around 20. So next is bathroom products. I have a few bathroom products. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably know that I like Bath & Body Works, and it's no coincidence that a couple of them are on my favorites list. But my first favorite is actually not from Bath & Body Works. It's a hair clay that I use. I have very curly hair, as you can see in my videos. Like, I get haircuts so that my sides don't get so curly, and it can get like tangled and stuff, and it's really hard to comb out. So I will use this hair clay. Wow, I look like a deranged lunatic. That's okay, it's a day in today. This hair clay is Boogie's hair clay. It's casual hair clay. I get it from the Dollar Shave Club. We do those, and I'm almost out of it actually, but it is very thick. Very thick. I pull out hairs usually when I put it in, but it holds under moisture, it holds under heat, it holds under all sorts of things, and it creates definition and texture for short to medium length hair, and has notable ingredients are flaxseed, acai oil, and black locust, whatever that is. And it has a matte finish, which I like. It's super easy. They're $10 a thing. They'll last me probably 2 months. I do like to kind of switch it up, but this is my kind of go-to is this. And I think if you watch previous videos, you'll see that most of the time my hair is combed back and pinned up, but that just was not today. Secondary, I think, is my favorite. I'm obsessed with the lotions. I'm obsessed with the candles. I know, I've got a problem at Bath & Body Works, but Autumn Nights, if you have not smelled Autumn Nights, you guys, go stop this video and then come back, go to Bath & Body Works, push everybody out of the way, and go smell these. These are absolutely incredible. Autumn Nights, the 24-hour body cream, and it is Friday night. It's inspired by Friday Night Lights, Cool Air, and Varsity Leather Jackets. A little high schooly. I don't smell any of that. And I'll put it right there. And then the Autumn Nights spray with it too is absolutely fantastic. What I really like about this stuff is that it has coconut oil, shea butter, aloe, 24 hours of intense moisture, and it's clinically tested. I like the fact that, especially here, it's starting to get more dry, and especially like my husband gets really chapped knuckles, and so I make him use lotion, and it's so nice. It's so fall right now. It's kind of windy outside and the leaves are falling. It's absolutely perfect fall weather, and I'm just going to put a little bit on right now. And I keep this in my bag, and I've only used a little bit. I mean, I use it all the time, but I've only used a little bit in the thing, so I'm very excited about that. So that's Autumn Nights. Also, the other two, Bonfire Bash and Pumpkin Picking, are fabulous and amazing as well. And then this last one that my favorite is I've had it for over a year. I just haven't used it yet. I bought it at Bath & Body Works during one of the big clearance sales, and it is the Super Sculpty soap for your body, and it comes in this little, fancy container here. And I'm going to, it's a shapeable soap. So it says on the back, balloon animals or maybe a tiara, get creative in the bath with a Super Sculpty soap. It let your imagination run wild and sculpt fun shapes before they melt away. And it smells like vanilla cream, crisp lavender, and marshmallow musk. It is amazing, you guys. I'm going to insert a video because I went and did a video in the bathroom to show you how much comes out and how, like, you can mold it. So here's that. Hi guys, so excuse my hair and the bathroom, but I wanted to show you how this soap works. So literally, I'm just gonna do it in the sink so you can see how crazy it is. It's huge, and then literally it's huge, and that just uses a little bit. You can see, like, on my hand, it is giant, and it's oh my god, it smells amazing. And I'm gonna wash the sink out after this, but you can see it's like really fluffy. Oh, really nice. I guess that's a texture thing. I really like it. Now I've made it look like vomit, but other than that, it's actually really nice in the bath and the shower. Isn't that fantastic? And I don't remember, I want to say I got this for like $2 at they have like semi-annual clearance sale, and it was like the last day of it, and it was at the bottom of the thing, and I was gonna buy like 5 of them, but I bought 1, so there's that. I love them, you guys. So next I want to talk about my favorite TV show. Right now, I have Netflix and Hulu and all that stuff, but right now I really like the show Black Mirror, so I'll put in a little picture here. I love it. It's such a good show. I watched an episode or two like 2 years ago. Oh, ooh, excuse me, one more. Not one more, crap. So it's a really good show. It is fantastic. So what it's about is, well, really a lot of things. Every episode is going to be different. Every episode is going to be its own thing. Kind of like, I really love the show American Horror Story, which is probably also another favorite, but yeah, it's called an anthology series. So it's, same actors, different stories, but so I guess it's not an anthology series in that way because it's like just different episodes, but they're so out there and so creative. And the one that really sticks out in my mind, excuse me, is one that I watched a couple days ago, and it was about a woman, and she was with her and her husband, and her husband was killed, and this is in the future, maybe 50 years. So everything looks more or less the same, except for technology's gotten a little bit better. So her husband dies. At the funeral, somebody in her family says, you can still talk to him, you know. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you can talk to him. So yada, yada, yada. She signs up for this thing online, and it takes all of his information from social media and emails and things like that, and creates a persona that you can talk to on the phone using his voice. Very spooky, right? And then you can go and like upgrade and get like a physical body that inhabits that. It's so crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Like, it's pretty cool. So that's definitely something to check out. I highly recommend it. There are, I think, 5 seasons on Netflix right now. Some episodes are I skip over because I'm not really interested in it, but I've tried most of them, so they're really good. So check that out. And then next I want to look at food, my favorite food for the month. And I actually showed this, I think, in my last video, but I want to show it again. It is the PB2 powdered peanut butter. And I am obsessed with this stuff, you guys. I put it in everything, and before I had surgery in August, I don't think I ever touched peanut butter. I thought it was nasty bullshit, but this stuff is what's up. I mix 2 tablespoons with a tablespoon of whole milk, or you can do it with water or regular milk, that's just how I like it. And it goes smooth, and then I put it in my smoothies. I put it in with like fruits and vegetables, or I'll just eat it as a snack. It is so good, and what's nice is it has 85% less calories and fat, because I thought it said on here better than I can say it. Okay, no, but they dry it, and they pull out the fat and the oil, so that what you're left with is just peanuts, cocoa powder, sugar, and salt. So no, they don't put those in it, excuse me. This one is the chocolate one. I have chocolate and regular, and the chocolate actually has less calories and carbs and fat than the regular one. So check that out if you are interested in adding that into your life a little bit. And the last thing I want to talk about are my favorite books for this month. I am a book reader. It just takes me a while to get through a book because we're busy, right? And I have 2, and the first one is extremely appropriate for this month. It is Hocus Pocus. And I love how it says "Witch Please" in the book. It's a hardcover, and how fun are the little witches on the back. I'm not gonna give too much away, but I'll read you the back. So I think we all know the story of Hocus Pocus, so I don't need to talk about that. So it does have a sequel in it too. So the first half of the book is the movie that we all know and love, and the second, I will read it to you. 25 years later, Max and Allison's 17-year-old daughter, remember Max and Allison are the main characters from the first movie, their daughter Poppy finds herself face to face with the Sanderson sisters, and they're all out sinister glory. When Halloween celebrations don't quite go as planned, it's a race against time as Poppy and her friends fight to save her family and all of Salem from the witch's latest vile schemes. So, how fantastic is that? 20 some odd years later, they came out with this, and I saw it. My brother-in-law tagged me on Facebook on it like 2 months ago, and I ordered it like in July because I was so excited, and I started reading it this month. It's really good so far, so I highly recommend it. And the other one is I went to Barnes & Noble last month with my husband, and the book is just beautiful itself, but this is The Snow Queen and Other Winter Tales. Now, how beautiful is this book? Just the binding and everything. It's just a very pretty book with silver lay on the end and everything like that. What I like about this book is it is a book that has the Snow Queen in it, of course. That's the main story. But then there's like over 100 fairy tales around the world that share winter as a theme. And we see winter as a theme in horror stories, in family stories, and holiday stories, so they have kind of a little bit of everything in there. In addition to, it's Hans Christian Andersen, the Brothers Grimm, Charles Dickens, Louisa May Alcott, and Oscar Wilde. Those are just a couple of the authors. So these are really good stories, and they're ones that you can read to your kiddos, and some of them only are like a couple pages long, and some are longer. I'll read usually 1 or 2 before bed, and helps me go to sleep. But I love the idea of using winter as a main character, or a villain, or a savior, or a protagonist, antagonist, whatever you want to call it. So, and I got this for, I believe, $7, because they have like all of these nice bound ones kind of in the front, and like the old-timey books, older books, and that is wonderful. So yeah, The Snow Queen and Other Winter Tales. So, all right, guys, that is gonna do it for me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I would love to see some favorite videos from y'all if you'd like to do that too. And I should be back again in the next couple weeks with my October favorites, and I've got a lot for October, so get ready for that one. So I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.